know the secret? He's like, yeah, man, I fucking keep asking you. Tell him what's the secret. I said, all right, meet me at 11 o'clock on Friday. We're training legs together.
What makes high intensity training so hard is you've only got 1 or 2 sets per body part to really nail it, to really go above and beyond your normal capabilities so you can grow. And the reality is this, it's damn hard work. It's as simple as that. Going till failure is painful. Going till failure is not easy. And not only that, going above and beyond your previous capabilities takes a lot of physical and mental energy. Most people just don't have it within them to do that.
I remember there was this one guy in the gym, he had a good physique. I think he competed in NABA Mr. Universe or something. But he kept pestering me about drugs, about the secret. And I told him whatever I know. I'm like, this is it. And he's like, no, surely not. So this guy, by the end of the workout, he was vomiting. He was gray, he was green, he was multicolored. After I left the gym, he still couldn't breathe properly. And he was talking to the guys at the gym. If that's what it takes to be Mr. Olympia, I don't want to fucking be Mr. Olympia.
The second critique is, well, what about the studies? So you take a look at these studies, and there have been a million different studies. Understand that some of them are biased. Some of them, there's a very specific motive as to why they're pushing higher sets. I personally think there's a lot of bias in these studies. You can say that they're not biased, but I truly believe they do. And more importantly, the studies are all over the map. I've actually included some of the studies, and I've given a brief summary of some of these studies.
Starsky, Pollack, Ishida, etc. 48 healthy, untrained subjects, either doing 1 set, 3 sets, or the control group. And the end result, no significant difference between the 1 set and the 3 set training groups. Next study, Rhea, Alvar, Ball, and Burkett. 16 male trained subjects this time around, 3 times a week for 12 weeks, either doing 1 set or 3 sets. No significant changes in body composition as measured. This study is even better. Ostrowski, Wilson, Weatherby, Murphy, Lytle. Here's a group, 27 males. They're trained, 10-week program, either doing 3 sets, 6 sets, or 12 sets of exercise 4 times per week. And what do we see? Once again, you notice no significant difference between the 3 set, the 6 set, and the 12 set groups. I gotta tell you, this is a lot of studies here. McBride, Black, Triplett, McBride, and 15 males, 13 females, 12-week program. You've got single set versus multiple set, lean body mass measured using a DEXA. The authors reported no significant difference between or within the groups. Once again.
So what does that leave you with? That what ends up happening is you've got to go into the gym and you've got to try it yourself and see if it works for you. And for whatever reason, critics are so fearful of doing this. It's like, show me the study before I start. Dude, this is a lifelong endeavor. Just give it a fucking shot. Have the balls to at least try something. Try the high volume. Try it for 3 months. But I'll tell you what, if you don't see progress, then what? Try the 1 set and record your results. And after 3 months, you don't see progress, then you know. But in terms of waving around this paper saying this study says this, usually the people that do that are usually the pencil-necked, scrawny geeks that are just starting out. Because the people who have some experience, I know this sounds like a bro talking, hey, trust me, wink, wink, nod, nod. But like, I've got the university degree. I've tried all of this shit. Have the guts to actually, in practice, try some of the stuff for yourself. Become your own fucking study. It's as simple as that. And you're going to come to the conclusion that there's so many different factors involved other than the sets, and training a little bit harder, if you can tolerate, gives you so much time back. And to me, that efficiency and the results are everything. And then you've got the third type of critique. Well, Mike Mentzer and Dorian Yates were using a shitload of steroids and growth hormone and what have you. Well, so was Jay Cutler, so was Ronnie Coleman. So what? That's not the point. The point is, you want to get results in the gym, number 1, and number 2, you want to do it as efficiently as possible so you can have a life outside of the gym. Unless you're an obsessed weirdo who loves spending all day in the gym, to me, having a life outside of the gym is extremely important. How about you? So then what it comes down to is, who is more efficient? Dorian Yates versus Ronnie Coleman. Dorian Yates versus Jay Cutler. Mike Mentzer versus any current crop of guys. And both of them got amazing results. But one did it in a fraction of the time. Which one would you rather do? Would you rather do 6 days a week, 2 hours a day? Or would you rather do 2 or 3 days a week, 45 minutes a day? You tell me. It's your time. It's not my time. So to me, when I hear the critics say, well, they were taking steroids, no shit, they were taking steroids. But I think you got to look at comparing apples for apples and seeing who was more efficient with their results.
So if it was about drugs, or if it was about a secret drug or a secret process, surely in 25 years, somebody would have figured out that that was, and they'd be doing it, right? So
why were you so big? Tell us. What do you think was the difference between you and, like, say, the generation before that?
absolutely the training. High intensity, heavy training, day in, day out, with the proper recovery.
Recovery, I think that's
Recovery.
important. 'Cause
I had a really good comment from somebody in one of my YouTube videos, and that person said a lot of people who do high volume don't want to admit that they wasted tons of time. They wasted years and years training this way with little results. It's a hard pill to swallow. I swallowed that pill a long time ago, 6 days a week, 2 hours a day, and I said, I just can't keep doing this. I got to be a realist. I'm not seeing the progress. And that's when I made the switch, and everything changed for me.
I know guys, there's pros out there that never take a day off. They train 7 days a week.
Yeah,
And
but what are they doing
try
7 days a week?
But they're not making any improvements because of that.
Well, look, if you're going to the gym and you haven't got any bigger or any stronger in the last 2 months, why the hell are you continuing to do it?
It's insane. It's insanity, right?
You keep doing the same thing, you keep getting the same results. So I don't care what you read on the internet, what the big guy in the gym told you. If it ain't working for you, change it.
If you're going to the gym to hang out with your friends and get a pump and shoot the shit, that's a different story. For me, like I said, I've got a life. The people who follow my page have a life. They want to be as efficient as possible. They want to enjoy their lives. They want to have a good time with the results. They just want the results. There's also a lot of people who watch my page and say, well, Tom, you're not training as intensely as you should, or don't get into the dogma of this is how it is. There's a lot of different nuances in high intensity training. It's not one size fits all. The principle, though, is when you have higher intensity, you've got to go lower volume. Everyone's going to be different. Everyone's got their own recovery ability. Everyone's got their own schedules, their own stress levels, their own nutritional patterns. There's so many other factors. So I don't like to get dogmatic with this, but what I do know is higher intensity, lower volume. That works, and then you got to measure your progress. Is this working? And then you can go from there.